Welcome to Wisconsin in Focus. I'm Bruce Walker, Great Lakes Regional Editor for the Center Square. Jail guards in Wisconsin could soon be able to retire early and receive disability benefits when they do. The Senate Committee on Judiciary and Public Safety on Tuesday heard from local sheriffs about Senate Bill 28, which would expand the Wisconsin retirement system's definition of protected employee to cover guards in local jails. Joining me to discuss is the Center Square's Wisconsin correspondent, Benjamin Yount.
The Wisconsin retirement system is the umbrella pension organization for people who work for governments. Everybody outside of Milwaukee and Milwaukee County, in one way, shape, or form, is covered by the Wisconsin retirement system. And that's everybody from teachers to snowplow drivers to prison guards to cops and firefighters. And somehow, some way, in Wisconsin, jail guards were left out of the protected employee category. Cops are there, probation agents are there, firefighters are there, state troopers are there, prison guards are there, but not jailers. And protected status means exactly as you put it in the tease. You can retire as early as 50. And if you get hurt on the job, you can draw those disability benefits. Right now, jail guards don't have those options. And as we heard from one of the sheriffs, the Columbia County Sheriff, Roger Brandner, he told lawmakers he's got guys who are well over 50 working in his jail who shouldn't be. They should be at home and they should be retired. The key, and anytime you talk about pensions, anytime you talk about enhanced benefits, your mind has to go back to New Jersey or Kentucky or Illinois, where everyone was given extraordinarily generous public benefits, and states across this country got into serious trouble. Wisconsin did not follow that path. They essentially refinanced their pension debt years ago, and they have held the line on pension costs. This goes back to Act 10, where all of a sudden public employees were limited in what they could negotiate for. Wisconsin does not have the huge pension debt that other states do. And one of the reasons is that this plan, Senate Bill 28, would force jail guards to pay for their extra benefits. Yes, they could retire as early as age 50. Yes, they could get a little bit of money for that elbow that they hurt or that knee they twisted, but they're going to have to pay all of the costs up front in order to get those benefits on the back end. And what got so many cities, so many states into trouble was promising these kinds of enhanced benefits and then not actually collecting money for it, and the debt went up and up and up and up and up and up and up. And Republicans at the Wisconsin Capitol are very quick to point out that this will not increase pension debt and this will not increase taxes on county taxpayers.
Kind of elaborate a little bit on the math there, because I'm kind of scratching my head, and just call me skeptical.
Well, I mean, like with any insurance or any sort of deferred compensation, there are certainly going to be costs. But this plan would charge the guard the employer portion of the cost, as well as the cost to pay for extra disability. It'd be like going down to your insurance agent and going from liability on that crappy car that you used to drive when you were a young man and upgrading to full coverage. But you're going to pay that cost. You're going to pay more to get a larger benefit. Part of this story, and we allude to it at the end when Lena Taylor from Milwaukee joked about, hey, we could expand this. We could give this to more people. Milwaukee and Milwaukee County are looking at a dire fiscal cliff in this year's budget, or certainly the 2024 budget, because their pension bill is going to double. And it's going to double because for years, Milwaukee and Milwaukee County did this with their employees. They would give them an enhancer. They would give them a sweetener. They would give them an extra benefit, but they would not charge the employee any extra. They just expected taxpayers to continue to pay for that infinitum. And when the bills come due, the bills come due. So the cost neutral, I think, would be the better way to put it. Not a cost negative, but the cost neutral is that if a jail guard wants to join WRS, if they want to get in as a protected employee, I should say, they have to pay the extra cost. They have to pay more, but What's it worth to be able to retire perhaps 15 years early? How much money would you pay to know that if you get into a fight with an inmate in the county jail that you're going to be paid if you have to leave the job? And that's one of the cost benefits. And this is unique in many of the public benefit stories that we write at the Center Square, because this is one of the times where the authors of the bill, the legislation, the people who want to give this benefit are saying, we will give it to you, but you have to pay for it going forward.
Listeners can keep up with this story and more at thecentersquare.com, and to find more stories by Benjamin Yount. This is Bruce Walker, Great Lakes Regional Editor for the Center Square. Please subscribe to Wisconsin in Focus, and thank you for listening.